Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good Monday morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Did you have a good weekend? I had a good weekend, a long weekend. We have a lot going on this morning. Let me give you our lineup. First of all, you know, Donald Trump, get the son of a bitch off the field. You're fired. Oh my God, they're all up in arms, all up in arms. Everybody's all up in arms, right? So anyhow, what does it have to do with race? I don't know. What Donald Trump goes to Alabama, talks about, hey, the NFL owners need to stand up, get rid of these guys that are protesting, fire them, have some nerve. See, owners have the right to say, hey, this is what happens on my field. So we'll get into that a little later. We have, let me tell you what we're doing this morning so you'll know when to stick around. We hope you stick around for all 2 hours today. But we're going to give you the rundown from 8 to 8:30. We're going to talk about some national things going on with the President of the United States, health care, Luther Strange. Remember the New Jersey Generals? We'll talk about a little bit of everything on that front. Then at 8:30, this is Monday, every Monday, folks, all right? Some of you do not want to talk about high school football, but on Mondays at 8:30 from here on out, rest of the high school football season in North Georgia, we will be doing a 30-minute show called Monday Morning QB, Monday Morning Quarterback. We will have several guests throughout the next weeks. Coaches will be on the show. We'll have several different sports writers, but this morning we're going to kick it off with the director of Team FYN Sports, Jason Banks, will be with us at 8:30. Richie Stone in the studio. He goes to the Friday night games. He is getting tuned in. He's getting locked into these North Georgia football games. And myself, BKP. We're going to be talking Union Panthers. We're going to be talking Union Panthers, one of the biggest rivalry games in especially Georgia this coming Friday night coming up. We're going to be talking about the Pickens Dragons, Gilmer Bobcats, Fannin Rebels. We're going to tilt it over a little into Dawson and some of the other games that went on. How about Ridgeland against Northwest Whitfield? Woo, I don't know. That was a statement. So that's at 8:30, Monday morning quarterback, every Monday morning, 8:30. Then at 9 o'clock, so you can call your friends. Now, I'm going to make some comments right now, brief comments, but at 9 o'clock, you can call your friends and tell them that we're dedicating a full hour from 9 to 10 to none other than the city of Blue Ridge. Okay? We have a possible $1 million lawsuit. The city of Blue Ridge was served with a letter, so was Mayor Donna Whitener, and Councilwoman Rhonda Thomas served with a letter saying that there's a possibility. I call it the demand letter, you know, or the you pay or we go to court letter, saying that, you know, the Blue Ridge City Police Department felt intimidated by these two women. Johnny, come on, Johnny. So we're gonna go into detail on what happened there. Second, what is going on? Who the hell lives in Blue Ridge? I mean, there's a hearing this morning for one of the candidates' residency, and then if I get another phone call telling me Angelina Powell lives at Lake Blue Ridge, and another gentleman doesn't live right there in Blue Ridge. I mean, I just keep getting these calls like, we can prove they don't live. Oh my God, it's on and on. Then remember the middle finger bandit. You remember Patrick Crane that was arrested So because he allegedly gave Steve Setzer, owner of the drive-in, the middle finger, and that's when they arrested him. Well, that's when the mayor went down to City Hall. The mayor went down to City Hall or the police station to talk about that arrest. So we have an exclusive interview with Patrick Crane. Remember the 40-some thousand, maybe $40,000 that was spent on an investigation? Was that all collusion between Councilwoman Arp, Steve Setzer, owner of the Swan Drive-In, Police Chief Johnny Searcy, and Mark Tomlinson, former publisher of the Fan and Focus? Was that a collusion together to try to get the mayor removed? You don't want to miss my interview with Patrick Crane and the concerned citizens of Blue Ridge. Oh my God, we just call it Fan and Cartel Hour. Holy smoke, we should do this show. Remember the Fan and Cartel Hour? Yeah, show. All right, that'll be from 9 to 10. So you tell your friends, we're gonna do that, go play the interview. I've got some paperwork here on his warrant, on the arrest. Disorderly conduct. Oh my God. And he's going to tell you exactly what in his words, his side of the story right there. So that's coming up. Now, why won't anybody play the entire clip of what President Donald Trump said? Now, first of all, with the NFL, okay? The NFL, let's get to this point. I left the NFL, and here's what the media does not understand. They do not understand this, but then again, I don't expect them to, and I'm serious. But I left the NFL before Trump went to Alabama. Now, a lot of people don't understand. Trump just resonated what many of us think, all right? You go ahead and kneel. You multimillionaires, you go ahead and kneel. Kneel down, okay? You're playing in billion-dollar stadiums. Billion-dollar. Not 100 million, not 700 million. We're getting up to $1 billion. What is the Mercedes Dome, right? What is that thing in Atlanta? Is it 1.5? All right, billion? I mean, you're playing in 800 million to 1-point-something billion dollar stadiums. You're playing in stadiums where taxpayers have come up with the money to put ramps, highway ramps, exits. I mean, they have reorganized and redirected all kinds of traffic around your billion-dollar stadiums so people can get there. We're talking about stadiums in inner cities that got concessions, okay? You receive concessions for the taxpayers, all right? I love how a politician will come up and say, well, we did not use any taxpayer money. Okay, yes, you did. You gave them certain concessions in taxes. Look at Atlanta alone. Let's go to the Falcons. Arthur Blank. All right, let me say this. No, I better not. Might be a Falcon fan. I don't want to be plural out there. That might get upset. Well, let me tell you, the owner of the Falcons, okay? You come out and you make a statement. All right, fine. Mercedes-Benz, let me tell you, folks, the Super Bowl requires for you to get, the NFL requires for you to get the Super Bowl, that your Super Bowl tickets have to be sales tax exempt. So you go this morning in Georgia and you find out how much that cost on an average $7,500 ticket for the Super Bowl. The tax-exempt money that you lost in your city so these son of a bitches could go on the sideline and kneel during the national anthem? Really? It's our tax money, Folks, these are stadiums. They're going to say, oh, they're not paid for. BS. These are our stadiums that they got millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in tax concessions. Okay? These are our stadiums that where the NFL will not allow a Super Bowl to be played in your city unless you give up $100 million possibly in sales taxes, and you have to exempt them. It's all about money. Money. If the national anthem was trademarked, Roger Goodell, go to hell. If the national anthem was trademarked and the NFL got any kind of royalty on that national anthem, because you can't wear a certain headphones, you can't wear a certain shoe, you can't put a sticker, you can't do anything in the NFL because they have trademark licensing agreements, the whole works, right down to the damn seats you sit in. You can't bring a different seat. I'm telling you now, if the national anthem was trademarked in any way, and the NFL got $1 off of that national anthem, $1. The reason they don't care is they get nothing. There's no revenue sharing for the national anthem. They don't revenue share jack. It's not a jersey. It's a flag. If it was a jersey and it was trademarked NFL and it was sold illegally, the NFL would be in courts. It's not a jersey, it's the flag. They don't get a nickel. If they got 1 penny, they would be in court right now. I mean, they would tell every one of those players, 1 penny, they would send out today, demanding that every player in the NFL stand during the national anthem because it brings in money. Billion-dollar stadiums. Now let me tell you what Donald Trump missed. The only thing he missed, pay attention in the damn sound room, this is important. The only thing Donald Trump missed, okay, he said son of a bitch. He said 3 words. Mr. President, next time you do it, it's just got to be some bitch, okay? You just got to go there. I'll tell you, it's just some bitch, all right? Say, you see that some bitch over there? You see that some bitch over there? It's not 3 words. When you get down in the South, you just run it all together, okay? Don't say, no, I'm sorry, Donald. I mean, I don't want to pick on you or anything. I was pretty good with telling son of a bitch to get off the field. But next time, you got to roll it out there. You got to do it NASCAR style. Did you see that son of a bitch go around that 3rd turn? That's what you got to do. I'm just telling you. All right, now let's play the clip that nobody will play. Rich, you got that clip?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we're going to play it until I say stop.
All right, coming at you.
I learned a lot. That's a lot of knowledge. But Luther shares our convictions and our vision. And maybe most importantly, he shares our agenda. Remember, he's going to win the race. He's going to win the race. And I'm not talking here. I'm talking against the Democrat, which starts very quickly. But it's why we need each and every one of you to get a friend, go out, get a family member, get the whole family, and bring them out to vote for Big Luther Strange. Got to vote for him. Big Luther. Luther and I, and everyone in this arena tonight, are unified by the same great American values. We're proud of our country. We respect our flag. Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired! You know, some owner's going to do that. He's going to say, that guy that disrespects our flag, he's fired. And that owner, they don't know it. They don't know it. They're friends of mine, many of them. They don't know it. They'll be the most popular person for a week. They'll be the most popular person in this country, because that's a total disrespect of our heritage. That's a total disrespect of everything that we stand for, okay? Everything that we stand for. And I know we have freedoms, and we have freedom of choice and many, many different freedoms. But you know what? It's still totally disrespectful. And you know, when the NFL ratings are down massively, the NFL ratings are down massively. Now, the number one reason happens to be that they like watching what's happening on, you know, with yours truly. They like what's happening. Because, you know, today, if you hit too hard, right? They hit too hard, 15 yards, throw him out of the game. They had that last week. I watched for a couple of minutes, and two guys just really beautiful tackle. Boom, 15 yards. The referee gets on television. His wife is sitting at home. She's so proud of him. They're ruining the game, right? They're ruining the game. Hey, look, that's what they want to do. They want to hit, okay? They want to hit, but it is hurting the game. But you know what's hurting the game more than that? When people like yourselves turn on television and you see those people taking the knee when they're playing our great national anthem. The only thing you could do better is, if you see it, even if it's one player, leave the stadium. I guarantee things will stop. Things will stop. Just pick up and leave. Pick up and leave. Not the same game anymore, anyway. Now, one of the things we've done, and when I say we, it's us. When I say we.
All right. They won't play the whole entire clip. Now, you got to understand, the NFL lost me 2 years ago. I mean, I've told you this story before. I had the NFL Sunday ticket. I had the NFL Sunday ticket for about 10 years. I had it for 10 years. I had the NFL Sunday ticket. I paid for it every year. I paid for it so Lisa could watch the Saints anytime they were on, and she could watch Drew Brees and put her Drew Brees jersey on. I paid for it so I could watch the Steelers. God knows I ain't watching no damn Steelers anymore. Okay? I paid for it so I could watch the Steelers every Sunday. Okay? Period. I like to watch Steelers, Giants games, you know, all back in the day. No, they lost. See, what the NFL is upset about is they know internally they have a major problem. They have billion-dollar stadiums. They have a fan base that's dwindling. They have a fan base that's tired of these ticky-tack calls. Remember that? Ticky-tack calls? They were not allowed, right? What's his name used to do? It was the hit that they used to do on ESPN. Brown used to do, you know, the hit of the week. I forget. They had to take that off ESPN because the name of that, All Jacked Up. Remember when they did, and you couldn't wait to watch All Jacked Up, right? You couldn't wait on ESPN, All Jacked Up. I mean, we could not wait to 10 we watched these guys. Hey, that's what they do, okay? They had to take that off. All right, you got a guy downfield. Now, I understand the the Steelers really made a mark on what's called the defenseless receiver downfield, okay? That goes back to Steeler days, but it doesn't matter. You hit a guy, hit him a little too hard, flag goes in the air. The NFL is struggling for the last several years now. Kaepernick, that's pre-Donald Trump, okay? That's pre-Donald Trump. And these guys protesting, or what they call a protest, is pre-Donald Trump. The only thing President Donald Trump did the other night is highlight what most of us are thinking. We're tired of the NFL. We're watching college football. We're watching high school football. We're not interested anymore. I mean, we're really not. That's the bottom line on that. I'm just going to tell you right now, you know, take a knee, leave the stadium. He said leave the stadium. You know why? Because the money, folks, we are in the Colosseum stage of the Roman Empire. We are absolutely nuts about these Colosseums we have built. And the NFL, let me run a couple things before I run out. Richie, let's pull up some pictures. Remember this guy, Chad Ochocinco. All right, pull that one up. Big Chad Ochocinco. You remember Chad? There's Chad Ochocinco. You remember his gold shoes he got fined for? Pull up his gold shoes. Remember that? Chad was wearing them gold shoes he got fined, right? Pull up Chad's jacket. All right? You remember Chad came off the field and put that jacket on? You remember the time when Chad Ochocinco walked up to an official and got fined for handing him $1? Like, hey, man, can I get a call from you? He got fined for that. Remember all those things? You can't wear the wrong color shoe. You cannot do anything. All right? Okay, now, pull up the teams, a picture of this was on MSNBC, the teams that came out with statements opposing the president, okay? And they're shocked that Kraft came out, but you got the Patriots, the Colts, the Packers. I wonder if the Packers owners, do you know the Packers are a publicly traded team? They are not a single owner. The people own the Packers. Greta Van Sustren's one of the owners. They own stock. The Colts, all right? The Falcons, the Titans, the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Seahawks, the Giants, the Chargers just won. These are some of the teams that are speaking out. Now, we're talking LeBron James and Steph Curry. Is that his name, Stephon Curry? Is his name Stephon or Steph Curry? Stephen Curry. These guys speaking out against the president. Hey, look, we're tired of it. Now,
and Stephen Curry actually is an interesting case because his dad was an NBA player. He grew up in Charlotte going to private schools his whole life.
Yeah. I mean, they're millionaires and nobody knows their cause. And when their arrogancy, I tell you what, when their arrogancy, you have to watch the show. Now, Chuck Todd came out and they immediately opened up with Trump attacks. So all the morning shows, Trump attacks the NFL. You kept hearing attacks the NFL, attacks the NFL, okay? NFL owners have the right to, Trump said, okay? Sports is a unifier. Are you not hearing that over and over? Sports is this great unifier. Well, why didn't it unify us over the 8 years Barack Obama was president of the United States? Why didn't it unify us there? Attacking African Americans. You heard the clip. Where exactly was the attack of the African American? Whether he was referring to a female dog, whether he was referring, you really think he thought all that out? This New Yorker that, you know, used to say, hey, if some bitch don't want to sweep the floor, get his ass out of here. I'm telling you, I just know that, all right? The guys that get struck, oh, what do you mean? Some of a bitch said he didn't want to do that? Get his ass off the job. I'm sorry. Oh, don't act so damn offended. You know what? This is the America that we're growing up in. You can't even go in a damn grocery store without hearing two people down the aisle. Like the F word is like every 6 words in America. I mean, it just became a part of the, woo, you know, there's no longer the, you know, George Carlin, there's no longer the words, the word, what was the title of that? The bad words you can't say. There's nothing, okay? It's no more. And all of a sudden, everybody thinks, oh my God, look, oh, little kids in school. You know what? This lady told me that she was older before she realized Jimmy Carter's name because of her dad. She heard her dad so many times that she was older before she realized that Jimmy Carter's name wasn't son of a bitch. Okay? I'm serious. So, I mean, you act all like, oh my God, the president, he's a divider. He's not a unifier. Oh my God, the humanity, how can we go on? Holy smokes. All right, attacking African Americans. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Maybe they're breaking it down, dicing it, and slicing it. Okay, bitch is a female dog, and son of, and oh my God, and it's mostly African American players. Oh my God. Oh, in the wake of Charlottesville. Did you hear this one? In the wake? Oh my God, just right off the wake of Charlottesville. And the country is trying to heal. What the hell? Who out there? Can you tell me if you are healing? Are you over Charlottesville? I was over it already. I was done. Over it. You over Charlottesville? Yeah, I'm over it. It's done. It's over. Okay? On the heels of Charlottesville. Oh. Folks, let me just make a couple comments before we get into our 8:30. On 8:30, we're going to do Monday morning quarterback at 9 o'clock, and we got a full hour of Blue Ridge. Yes, oh yeah. All right. Now, so here's what they did. MSNBC, the takedown. Okay. Let's see this. It says MSNBC Trump versus players. You got that one? Okay. All right. They played all that. They showed all those. Now go to it's Trump race controversies. Not number 2. Trump race controversies. So they did a breakdown. Now, how the hell did this turn into this? President Trump and race controversies. Race. So he led the birther movement. He led it. He led the birther movement. Called Mexican immigrants rapists. Okay. Border wall. That's a race controversy. You out there, that's a race controversy. Securing our southern border. Muslim ban. It was not a Muslim ban, but attacked Judge Curiel. Remember that awful attack on Judge Curiel? Now go to number 2. Presidents Trump and race controversies continued. He attacked the Khan family. Oh my God, the Khan family. Blamed both sides. He blamed both sides for Charlottesville. He didn't just blame the people. Did you see the people carrying torches? Because Charlottesville's escalated into these white people carrying torches. I didn't know they were carrying torches. Because see, I know they carried torches at the old KKK rallies in the black and white films I used to watch, you know, when they lit the cross. I mean, those are all in the films. But did they really carry torches? Okay, blame both sides. Blamed Colin Kaepernick. Okay. Uninvited Steph Curry. Uninvited Steph Curry. All right. Couple more pictures I want to look at here before we go. This is what they're trying to do. Let's go to
hey Brian.
Yes.
I had card number 2 up. Can I show the first one real quick, or do you want?
Yes.
Okay.
No, probably just high school.
Let me get it lined up better. There it is. Just so the folks can see it.
All right, now Obamacare this week. Let me go to Obamacare real quick. Obamacare, this is the list. Put that up. It says I got it named Planned Parenthood, MSNBC. This is all the highly respected. You take a look at these and you see what's wrong with these people that are opposing the Obamacare possible repeal. Planned Parenthood, AARP, look here, look at all the names they put up in opposition. Put up September 30th. September 30th, okay? That is the last day that you can officially, by Senate rules, do anything under reconciliation. Why the hell do we have these rules? Reconciliation means 51 votes. Do they have the votes this week? Last but not least, because I got to go to break, I'm running behind. Last but not least, I'm telling you now, the Luther Strange, okay? Let's go there. Donald Trump supposedly went down and campaigned for Luther Strange, okay, for Alabama Senate. He went to Alabama. This is where all the controversy. So he went to Alabama Senate, Luther Strange. So the point is, no matter, let me say this, no matter what happens in Alabama, whether Roy Moore gets elected or Luther Strange gets elected, Donald Trump wins. Steve Bannon's going down there. Don't forget it. Don't try to figure this one out. all right, Donald Trump wins no matter what happens, okay? But keep this in mind. Bentley's notes show taking behind Luther Strange's appointment, thinking behind. Bentley was impeached and removed from office, the former governor of Alabama. He appointed to replace Jeff Sessions Luther Strange, the former Attorney General of Alabama. Okay, his hope was in the notes, and I read this article, and this article came out September 19th. Okay, but the notes show his plan. Bentley's plan was to take Luther Strange, because Luther Strange had already started the investigation on him. Okay, Luther Strange opened the investigation on the governor. His hope was to take Bentley's hope was to take Luther Strange out, make him a senator, okay, and then appoint an attorney general that would end the investigation. Okay, so there you go. I'm your host, BKP. I've got to go. When we come back, we're going to talk high school football. It'll be time for Monday Morning Quarterback when we get back, and then at 9 o'clock, do not miss a full hour. We'll just call it the Fan and Cartel Hour. You don't want to miss. I got some stuff you're going to, oh my God. Stay tuned right after this. High school football in North Georgia. Can't get any better this time of year in fall. Richie, take us to break.